Well, hello everyone, Texie88 here and welcome to another review. And now I'm taking a look at Tomcat for the ZX Spectrum 48K. Also known as F14 Tomcat, the game was published by Players Software in the United Kingdom in 1989. And as you probably guessed, it has you flying the F14 Tomcat aeroplane, which is well known for appearing in the game Afterburner. So let's get this. The game was a budget release costing £1.99, so wasn't a huge financial loss if you ended up not liking it. So let's redefine our keys. Down, up. Let's play the game. So here's our oh wow. Well, one thing I am impressed by is the detail of the graphics and the overall animation. Oh, bullcrap. Oh, I've got... Oh, look. One thing is a bit of a shame is that there's no sound. I mean, I know that these 48K Spectrum did have limited sound capabilities, but surely it could have had something just to liven things up a little bit. This is just... What the hell killed me there? Oh, God. This is going to be another of those vertically scrolling shooters that has exactly the same problem as so many others of its ilk. That you just can't see what's going on because of the monochrome. Oh, piss off. What? I can't see anything because of... Oh, dear me. The bullets are really hard to see. They are literally just plain white white circles, which are 4 pixels wide by 4 pixels tall. But there's no line around them to help them stand out a bit better. I mean, if it was possible to have a... What? I lost a life already. Oh, for God's sake. Oh, you can piss right off. No, oh, I can't see the goddamn bullets. They blend in too well with the background because there's not enough detail on them. It's pointless having the other graphics really nicely detailed and clear when you can't see the goddamn bullets half the time because they're nigh on impossible to see. It's such a shame though. Even for £1.99 you'd feel cheated if you bought this. Oh, pissing hell. Right, got double shot this time. Why didn't they put some sound in? It would have really made it God, so it seems like you can fire a double burst of bullets before you have to wait until before you can fire, and you lose any power-ups you picked up if you lose a life, which you will because it's nigh on impossible to see the bullets in this game. It's such a shame though because this really does look really good for... What? Can't it give you a bit better invulnerability when you lose a life? That's ridiculous. Right, got triple fire now. What? Oh, God. I'm just getting killed by all these bullets I can't see. Make the bullets have a solid back border around them, like pretty much everything else in this game. I mean, look at that! Look at the animated water. It tells you what kind of weapons you got on the left and right of the playing area. It's not the biggest playing area I've seen. I mean, Hades Nebula had a bigger playing area than this, but at least it's not titchy tiny like War. Oh, we've got missiles. Do they home in or anything? No. Oh, you bastard! I've lost them now because yeah, you can get some double shot homing bullets. That bullet's homing in on me. That was a homing bullet. Seriously, homing. And there's even some parallax in the background at some points, which is a nice touch as well. What? I can't see the bloody bullets. They blend in. And it's a bit of a tease when you sort of fly out from the bottom of the screen, starting a new life, and you think you've still got the weapons that you've had in your previous life, only to immediately lose them the moment you actually get to take control of your plane. Oh, I can't see a thing in this. It's so annoying. Did they not double check to make sure you could actually see things in this? Because you really, for the most part, you just cannot see the bullets. Oh, for God's sake! One more go. Right, I can shoot behind me now. Not that'll help much because of this game is cheap as cheaper chips. Oh, bloody what? I can't see the bullets. I mean, the enemies stand out fine. The other things stand out fine, but the bullets are just nigh on impossible to see. So it seems like those circular gun emplacements are worth going for because they're the ones that seem to contain the power-ups if you're lucky enough to shoot one that has them. It's not always the same ones that have them, as you've probably noticed throughout this review. And look at that parallax there. That's nice. I mean, visually it's really nice. It's just that they needed to put more detail on the actual bullets so it's actually possible to see them. Ooh, what's the M? Missile. Oh yeah, of course it is. Oh God, and I get killed by a bullet I couldn't see. Why didn't they put a solid background or something around the bullets, or put more detail on them? I mean, look, I'm actually firing bullets along the length of that bridge there, but because of the way they're drawn, you can barely see them. That's how bad the bullet graphics are in this. I mean, I even saw that tank going from right to left across that horizontal section of bridge. See, despite the monochrome, it is possible to make a vertically scrolling shoot 'em up on the Spectrum. You just got to design it in such a way that you don't have problems with being able to see what's going on too much. So that's Tomcat for the ZX Spectrum. A vertically scrolling shoot 'em up, as you saw. Graphics, by and large, they are really nice. I mean, there's some nice animation. The way the Tomcat that you control is drawn is really good. It genuinely looks like the aeroplane it's supposed to look like, which is always something good, especially on a fairly limited computer like the 8-bit computers were. Monochrome for the most part, but that was only to be expected in order to avoid colour clash. The enemies are designed in such a way that you can see them quite clearly despite the high level of detail. Bullets, on the other hand, not so well drawn. They needed to redraw those so that they weren't simply a white circle. Well, or whatever colour the non-black colour used in the game was in whatever you were playing at the time. They needed to put a border around it or something, or put some sparkles of detail on it to make it stand out. I mean, there was some nice parallax scrolling that I noticed in that as well. Graphically, it's really impressive if you allow for its monochrome. Don't need to mention sound. There isn't any, but it is a bit of a sad loss that there isn't any. I mean, there have been other games of this ilk that had sound effects, and even though they were not always particularly remarkable, they were still a bit more enlivening than deathly silence like we get in this. Gameplay. Unfortunately, the fact that I kept going on about, which was a continuous problem, the fact that you can't see the bullets very easily at all, is a huge problem. You quite often get killed by things you didn't even see because of it. And I also noticed there were one or two homing bullets, so I had no chance of being able to avoid that. Well, it certainly seemed like I had no chance of being able to avoid the one that I did see, which I pointed out. But no, the bullets really needed to be designed in such a way so that they weren't just a plain circle. They're just nigh on impossible to see against the backgrounds at the best of time. And that just made the game, that in itself made the game unplayable. Or at the very least, it was extremely reliant on luck for you to get anywhere, even if you managed to pick up the power-ups, of which there seemed to be 6. And it's a bit of a tease that when you first respawn, as you fly upwards from the bottom of the screen, makes it look like you've managed to keep all your weapons that you've collected, only to lose them all the moment you actually start to be able to control your aeroplane. And I also noticed some occasions where I was getting killed very quickly upon respawning, which suggests to me that there's little to no momentary invulnerability when you respawn. That's not good either. I mean, I know this is a game that only cost just under £2, but even for a budget title, you expect it to be somewhat fair and playable, and sadly, this is not. So I'm going to give Tomcat for the ZX Spectrum 5 out of 10. The fact that the bullets are too hard to see, and the aforementioned spawn kills, and the fact that generally it's unoriginal and slow paced, really counts against it. It's such a shame because visually it's a looker. And it also could have done with some sound to help make things more interesting. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that review. Catch you on another one soon. Texie88 out.